Hey guys, I'm back and I'm here to do a little video on my reading journal for 2023. Okay, so my reading journal for 2022 was, it was, I guess you could say, a test in progress, which is this one, which I've, done a little quick flip through like this because it's so unfinished. But this is a Hippo Noto, which I ordered 2 Hippo Noto, I think it was 4 years ago. And now this is the second Hippo Noto that I've used. And this happened where we had this mess up with the binding. And that is really disheartening for the price of this particular notebook. So I will not be purchasing this one again. But I have left over quite a few pages, so almost 250 pages left over because I really did not finish out the year properly. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to split this journal right here down the middle and right here as well. And I'm going to make a journal of my own. I just have to figure out how I'm going to bind it. And I'll have another journal. So that's the plan with this one. But after doing this one, and now I know what I need to do to maybe make the journal just a bit more concise with not too many things to fill in at the end of the month other than maybe a few notes here or there. Okay, so this is how it starts. We have my 2023 reading shelves. So every time I read a book, I will be filling them into this one. Now, I'm testing these out. I purchased these from a shop here in France online. I like her stuff, and she had these shelves, and I thought they were really cute. It would be like a difference from the shelves that I used previously, which look like this. Now, I colored them in because before they were completely blank. And I would color them in like this. Fine. I might bring this back because these shelves are really, the size of the books are pretty good. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to test this out. And if this works, I think this could be kind of cute. Now, these are stickers, actually, these little stickers. So I only have one more of these left. So either what I'll do is I'll photocopy this one and just use a photocopy, or maybe I'll just go back and purchase the stickers from her. And I added this 2023 reading. This is, font from my computer. I like having just my handwriting, but like for the titles and stuff, I like having them be neat and tidy. And so they're usually, done from my computer. So this is also something that I photocopied from Pinterest, and then I cut it out to fit this page to be decorative. And this books are better than people. One of my pen pals gave that to me in a letter. So next we have is the index. So now I'm going to attempt this year to really use the index, which last year I made an index area and I didn't use it. So here we have quite a few pages for the index. I'm sure I won't use all of these pages, but I'm going to attempt to actually put page 1 this, page 2 that. Let's keep track. We're going to try. Next we have, which is just calendar, vertical calendar for the year 2023. And so what I'm going to do is my page count here. So each day I will write how many pages I read for the day. Now I haven't put anything in January yet. I haven't put anything anywhere yet because I have to fill out what I've done in January. So, yeah, your girl is late. All right. Next, we have the new releases page. So this is also a yearly calendar, but horizontal. And what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to put in the new releases. So in January, I put the new releases. February, I put the new releases that I'm interested in. I'm not just going to put all of them. I'm going to put the ones that I'm interested in particularly. So that's new releases. Then here we have is my 2023 goals page. And then we go right to the reading challenges. So How I've done this is I have used my collage that I do regularly. I've used them, and what I've done is I've photocopied them onto some papier vellon, vellon paper, and that makes this sort of kind of see-through nice paper. And I use this to be decorative. So I've done that all through. I did it in my journal last year, and I really, really liked it. I love how these come out. And so we have, of course, the reading challenges. So we have the Big Books Challenge, where I'm going to try to read at least 12 big books, between 10 and 12 big books. I'm already off to a good start because I read one Zola book, La Joie de Vivre, and I read Jane Eyre. Both of those are books over, I think Jane Eyre is 500 and something pages, and La Joie de Vivre was 460 pages or something like that. So I'm already off to a good start. Next, we have the short story collections. I'm going to try to read some. I would love to read one a month, which would be 12 short story collections, but I'm just not sure that's going to happen. I'm just not sure. Okay, next I have my Read So Lit Photo Challenge, which is currently going on right now. And I will be, writing some little notes about some of the things that I have photographed to keep track for the following years. Next, I'll be doing the Something Bookish Challenge as well, which I really like this. It's Amin who runs this. And her name on Instagram is Lip Gloss Mafia. I really like her page. She's a really wonderful content creator, literary content creator. So I tried to do her challenge last year, and I think I only managed to read half of the challenge. So this year I'm going to try to do a bit more. I have some things already lined up, so I'm really excited about doing this challenge again. So this is the Something Bookish Challenge. Okay, so then we have Reading the World, because I like to keep track of where in the world I'm reading from. Hopefully not just from the US and Canada and Europe. Hopefully I will get to other parts of the world. Last year I did extremely well, I thought, for considering I never really kept track before, but last year, this is how well I did. So I read from, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 different countries I read from last year. And so that really has motivated me. So that's the map for this year. We got to get started. All right, next I'm doing hashtag 10 Books, 10 Decades. And this is done by Reggie over on Instagram. And he's Reggie Reads over there. And he also has a podcast called Books for Pop Culture. He started this 10 Books, 10 Decades. And I think I did pretty good last year, if I'm not mistaken. I think I actually did do 10 books. And here we go. I did my 10 books, 10 decades last year. So I hope to do the same this year. Now, we also have 20 books by Black women, and that was started over on IG by Melanated Reader, Crystal. And last year, I didn't read 20 books by Black women. I think I read 13 books by Black women, but I read also probably just as many books by Black men, if not more. So I think I did pretty good with that. But this year, I'm really going to try to do 20. Then, of course, I have my big reading project, which is the Rougon Macau series. I'm super stoked about, this is the year that we're going to finish it up. It's 20 books. So I have all of my papers set off for that. And next we have reading from my shelves. So I'm going to actively tab all of the books that I read from my shelves on these 2 pages. We're going to see what I can do. I hope to be able to get a lot of reading done from my shelves, even though I have been very enticed by some of the new books that are out. Here we have the book recommendations. So when people give me book recommendations, I'm going to try to write them here and write who recommended it to me. Okay, so this is my page for the series. I have a few series that I have been reading, but I need to get back on. So one in particular is the Easy Rollins series, which I hope to get back on the month of March because it's March Mystery Madness. And the Easy Rollin series is a detective series. So I will be putting those here. And I will be putting the Blanche White series, which is also a type of detective series to a certain extent. There's only 4 books in the series, and I only have 1 more book to read. I'm sad about that because there are no more. So I will be reading the Blanche White series as well. Or should I say finishing off the Blanche White series. Next, I'm going to put all of my classics here, which I've already started off the year with 2 classics. I have a feeling it's going to be heavy on the classics again this year because, one, I really, really like them. And, you know, I'm doing the Wugo Macau series. But also with the podcast, we wind up reading quite a lot of modern classics as well. So I'm going to write my classics here. Now, keep in mind, if these roll over, I will just roll them over to a later page because, yeah, I'm not getting myself bent out of shape because it's not all together. Okay, so this is my acquired books page. Now, I have not written them in yet, but you'll see this acquired books page is already like almost half full. It's freaking scary. All right, then I have my author discovery, and this year I'm continuing my author discovery. It's Percival Everett. It was Percival Everett last year alongside, it was supposed to be Jonathan Franzen, but that didn't happen. So I'm just going to focus on, particularly on Percival Everett. And another person I would like to also add is Dorothy Comson. She's a Black British writer, and I have 3 of her books. 2 of them are a duology, and one is one that I picked up a long time ago in a book sale. I think it's called The Petals on the Beach, and I would like to read that one alongside the duology, The Ice Cream Girls. So technically, it's going to be, my author discovery is going to be Percival Everett, and if I can fit in Dorothy Comson, I will try. Okay, then next we have the Read So Lit Book Club. So these are the 2 pages I'm going to be using to spotlight the books that we pick to read this year. And then next I have my reading section. So this is a section where I will be taking my notes on the books that I read each month. So I'll always have like a title sort of page like this that I flip over, and I will have, you can see here, my TBR will be written behind. If it's filled in, it's because I read it. And then I'll have this little part here at the bottom, which is sort of like a little flip out, which is a currently reading. And I have like the name of the book, and then I have how many days it took me to read it. And then on here, I will write the pages, you know, each time. Now, I can only keep track with this really well is because I have Bookly, and that helps me keep track of what I read daily. So it's fantastic on that app. So that's what I'm going to do there. And then as you can see, we have another Vellum page. And this is where I'll start to do my book notes. So I'm going to put a picture here, and then I'm going to put the title, and I'm going to put the author. I'm going to put the year that it was published, the publisher, and I'm going to put page count and the star rating. And then I will write the notes that I need to write on the pages until I'm done. And so there will be a section for each month. And that is virtually my journal. This journal goes up to, how many pages is it? It goes up to 224 pages. I have a second one like this, so I don't have to worry about not having enough pages. I think I'm going to be fine with 2 journals. I also added this to the back to just decorate it, to just give it a little bit of, you know, life. So I added this in, and here, back here, you have like a pocket. So I keep my codes for my online things, and then I have a few photocopy things here ready for the month of February. So this is my reading journal. It's specifically reading journal and nothing else. That's how I like it. I don't like it when we put too many things in there. I used to put a lot of things in there, and I think it's not necessary because in the end, I have to fill that in at the end of the month. And I don't want to get caught up with, like, I used to put, for example, my stats for my different, sites, like how many, followers and stuff like that. I don't put that anymore because I don't really care anymore. I'm not putting that. I'm just strictly putting book related things in here, and that's it. Now, at a later stage, I will do a video where you can see all the different journals that I'm using at the moment. I hope to maybe do one of those in March so that you can see, what I'm using as a journal and what am I using it for. But this is my reading journal as it stands. This is a Rhodia, and this is a gold book. I decided to get this one just because Rhodia has good quality paper. And this one actually was on sale last year. I think it was like around September or something. This journal is actually something like almost 20 euros, and it was on sale for like 7 euros or something. So I decided to get it, and I like the fact that it has dots. I'm a dotted girl. I like dots in my journals. And so this is the reason why I decided to purchase this one, to try to change from the Hippo Noto, which was a hot mess. All right, so that's it. If you have any questions, comment below. There is one question I would like to ask you, though. Can you suggest a journal that you like to use to do your reading journals, to give me some ideas of other journals that I, could try? So let me know what those would be, and I look forward to seeing you in another video really soon. Bye.